everyone, welcome to the food pantry throwaway for December. So much stuff, and let me tell you what, there was hardly anybody there, so after everybody took what they want, there was truckloads of stuff still there. This is just amazing. So what I'm going to do is what I do every single month. I will show you what it looks like, then I'm going to categorize everything and then show you what it looks like outside the box. Once again, I'm going to give you a disclaimer for those of you who don't seem to understand. Once a month, all the food pantries in our local area, they put all the food that they could not give away, and it was surplus food. It was leftover food. So what they do is they bring it all together, and then a truck picks it up, gives it to all of us here in the local community. We can go through it and pick what we want off of this, and this is what I will show you in my videos. Taking old food, making it all new again. So, give me one moment. I'm going to unbox all of this stuff, and then I'll show you what we got this month. And I got some produce. Yippee! I got some produce. As you know, last month there wasn't any produce. So I'm really, really happy. Box number 1. 4 grocery bags full of different kinds of food. Box number 2 and box number 3. So what do we have to eat this month? Well, everybody, I have everything in categories, and I'm going to share with you step by step what all I got. Also going to share with you what you're going to see in videos, because my cooking videos always center around what I can get for free. And so while I'm not dumpster diving, I initially am like dumpster diving because this food was going to be thrown away. So I'm going to take a moment and explain to you a little bit better why I get this food and how I get this food. In our local county, we have a lot of food pantries. And what happens is at the end of each month, whatever food is left in their food pantries, they will donate to one central location. So this food is expired, but it has about a day or two left. And what happens at the end of the month, a truck will come and pick up all of these items that the food pantry wasn't able to give away. That food truck then comes to a local church, and it's open for everyone in the community to take one last time what is left. And after today, what is left goes to an animals of a farm, or it gets thrown away. Canned goods get thrown away, produce gets given to the animals. And so while this farmer doesn't need this stuff to feed his animals, this is our local way of trying to keep food from the dumpster. But some food does get still thrown away, and I can't take everything, and not many people come to this. Those that come, they get a few things and they leave. So I'm doing something different every month. I'm teaching people and showing people that you can freeze things, you can recan things, you can preserve things even longer. A lot of people who come to this food pantry have no idea. They don't know that you can freeze things. They don't know that you can recan things. They don't know that you can preserve your things, and so they only take a little bit. But each month I'm sharing with them how to actually be more self-sufficient. And you know what? Self-sufficiency can come in all forms, and one of the forms are by gleaning food. Gleaning food oftentimes means taking food that's left in the garden or it's left in the farm field. But the word gleaning means to take, and it means to harvest, and harvesting can be many different areas. Gleaning can be taking things out of a dumpster because you are taking it and you are using it, you are harvesting it, whether it is fresh produce or it's canned food. If you're taking it and you're repurposing it, you're gleaning from it. So let me show you what all we got. Alright, we're going to start with, on the right hand side, we have all kinds of tomatoes, raspberries, and blueberries, milk. The milk expired yesterday. That's fine because you can freeze milk and use it for cooking. All of this broccoli, which I'm really thankful for because I'm going to show you how I blanch it and freeze it. All of these salads, they don't expire until the 2nd, so they're really good yet. The filming of this, it is December 28th. I got cupcakes, I got pies, I got Odessant flour, which I got a lot of that. Nobody wanted that. In the back here we got some number 10 cans. I'm going to show you how you can recan food. That's going to be something I think a lot of you really enjoy watching. We have a lot of mushrooms, different kinds of bacon. We have turkey bacon, we have Canadian bacon, and we have regular bacon. Over on this table, we have some chips, more bacon, and more decent flour. Here we have some breads. Now some of these breads are expired, but they will go to my chickens. So this is really such a blessing to me, and seeing all this food reminds me so much about how we must not be wasteful in life. And you know, it's really sobering to think about all the children that are hungry in other countries, and how much as us as Americans and Canadians, how we throw things away. And my videos, I want to instill in you a worth of keeping what you have and preserving it. Don't be wasteful on this earth. So many times people complain that they don't have any money. I don't have money for this, I don't have money for that. But how much are they throwing out their back door? You know, there's a saying that a man brings in the income in the front door while the woman throws it away in the back door. That was a saying from the 1930s. And what it means is, you know, we can make an income and bring it in, but if we waste our food, we're throwing that income away. And so I want to share with you ways to not be wasteful. And I think it's a sad thing in this world. I don't want to get on a soapbox because I can, because there's no home ec anymore. There's no home ec in these schools, and they're not teaching women and men how to preserve foods and how to take care of the things that they have. We're living in a highly consumable market. The consumable market is buy it now, if you don't like it, throw it away tomorrow. Look at our Christmas. Look at all the things that people buy each other for Christmas. How much of that is in a yard sale 6 months later? You know, we need to really think about, especially with food. There's so much we can do with food, and people don't realize it. And going to this food pantry really opened my eyes about how little people know about preserving food, and how little people know about taking care of yourself. And you know, when things are brought to you like this is a blessing, but you need to learn how to take care of it. And you also need to learn how to keep it for the next month. All of this food is basically organic food, and that's the reason why we get it. Organic food is because it's food that can't last as long, so at the end of the month it will spoil quicker. This is all organic, and that's what comes to us. So while it's very good food, it's food that needs to be taken care of immediately because it is organic. It's not sprayed, and that's what's ending up back here in these landfills, because organic food is food that's very expensive, but yet it's food that's not preserved, and so the food doesn't last very long. So it's something to think about. You know, the organic food is great, but it's so expensive people can't afford it, and then in the long run it gets wasted. You know, there needs to be something different about the organic food that we find in the stores, because you need to make it more affordable for people. That way people can buy it, and that way they can consume it, and then it doesn't end up here. You know, right now what you've seen, there probably was 100 times this amount that was still left over. And while we are so happy that the animals get the produce, you know, but what happens to this? This gets thrown away afterwards because they don't take it back to the warehouse because they don't have room. We live in a land of plenty, and so there is so much food being rotated every single day. And so their warehouses get full with fresher food. I'm thankful for this opportunity because I know I won't have this forever. I know regulations will come to a time when I won't be able to have this. But because it's church governed, it's a little different, you know. So I'm just really thankful for this, and I'm thankful for all of you. Right now I counted 20 people who are doing what I'm doing because of my videos. And for that, I think I am making an impact on the world, because people are seeing what I do, and they are calling their local areas, and they are finding out, hey, can they do this as well? And a lot of people have said it's a success for them. So get ready for some videos, because I'm going to teach you how to take old food and make it new again. Now there is a different concept that you're not going to hear every day. Turning old food and making it new again. I bet you want to see that now, don't you? Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, my friends, so here's some photos that you've all been waiting for. It all started with a group of men from church decided what can they do with all the food they see that's being wasted. Some of the men were farmers, some of the men were truckers. A lot of these men went to produce auctions and would see all the food that nobody wanted to buy. And they decide to get together and do something to make a different and impact here in the 200-mile radius of where I live. I live in a very conservative area of Pennsylvania, and we have so much plenty with farming in all kinds of ways, so they decided to do something. Every single day they get food by the truckloads from various places in Pennsylvania and all around, and they have a huge warehouse. Now every day they pack the boxes for people that are in need. These are for people in need. So they packed hundreds and hundreds of boxes daily, and they distributed out to all kinds of different places, food pantries, and this is within a 200-mile radius. What you're seeing now are boxes of things for people in need. But what happens when the food pantries are full? So what they do is they have a place in their warehouse where they put all the food in the 28 days that is still good but yet really needs to get used up. Once a month, a truck comes to a place close to me, and about 150 of us gather each month and go through the food and see if there's anything left salvageable that we can use. Now this food is not for the needy people. This was all leftover. This was one last effort to try to get this food used up so it doesn't have to be thrown away. And that's how I'm able to get this food. It's just a little bit amount of all of the food that they get. And it gives me great pleasure in knowing that I'm the end of a long line of people who get food. And at the very end of it, I'm the last person that can actually help these people and help use this food. And so I'm very blessed by it because we live off of it. And that's because I'm able to preserve the food and I have the knowledge and able to do so. And now my goal in life is to teach other people who come to this, who have no idea at the end of the month when the food is a little bit moldy here and there. Sometimes strawberries will have one or two moldy ones. They don't understand, and I'm here to tell them and teach them and show them that the food is still good. You just have to learn what to do with all this food. So this is the central warehouse, and I just get a little bit at the end of a very long journey of this food, and I'm so thankful for it. I hope this helps some people because so many just don't seem to understand no matter how often I explain it. What people don't understand is we live in a world of plenty and so much of our food is being thrown away. In fact, they say over 50% of the food that is manufactured and harvested here in the United States of America gets thrown away. And here it was just some plain men who decided to make a small difference. And the way they can do this is because they're a non-profit organization and the churches help support them. And I'm thankful for them. And I'm thankful that I am able to take one last look at this food and able to fill my pantries and to teach others the wonderful way of gleaning food and preserving it for years to come.